Rainy Berlin is the perfect backdrop for Romanian Wine and Dine Chapter 5. This gloominess fits perfectly with Bogdan's menu, but we still hope he will bring some sunshine from Bucharest. My London-based content team is already here, and Bogdan is soon arriving at B Airport.
I didn't have spare place in my luggage to bring some sun, but we'll handle it. Packed with ingredients.
Every time Romanian chefs travel to Berlin for our dining series, they get really creative at packing all those ingredients. Bogdan's menu is a true celebration of autumn, and he's been pickling, fermenting, and doing all kinds of magic for the past months in order to preserve and elevate every single element of his menu. Any Romanian can tell you they often get homemade goodies from their moms, grandmas, and relatives. Dips, marmalades, wine, honey, and so much more. Maybe this can help you better understand why Bogdan is bringing 40 kilograms of joy in his 2 suitcases.
I love this countertop. It's destruction proof. Nothing leaked. My potatoes. Okay, something leaked.
We're hosting this chapter, namely all the next 6 dinners, at Zimatic, a German kitchen brand with a lot of history. Sometimes I have to pinch myself just for a quick reality check. We've never done a pop-up like this, so we're all very excited about the incredible appliances and tools that Bogdan will use. The owners of this space were our guests, actually, during Chapter 4 at home. And I can barely remember the casual conversation on the balcony when they asked if we could ever imagine doing something in their showroom. I never imagined this dream could become reality, and yet here we are.
Oh, that's so yummy.
They disappear.
Oh, wow.
While the team unpacks at Zimatic, I'm doing my first small importer wine fair at a restaurant on the other side of the city. I've always been a bit shy about saying loud and clear that I'm importing Romanian wines to Germany, and when colleagues asked me if I wanted to join them and pop some of my bottles, I accepted despite the unfavorable moment. Many entrepreneurs and freelancers will understand what I mean when I say you need to take any chance, you never know what could come out of it. I love speed tastings and the challenge of convincing people that Romanian wines and grapes are worth a shot. Plus, it is always fun to see friends from bars and bistros and chat over a sip of wine. The others are about to meet me at the best supermarket for restaurateurs, and I cannot wait to show them around.
Kids nowadays socializing like hell. So we're ready to go shopping for the best ingredients. Apart from what I fermented and brought from home, the traditional ones, we're gonna get some high quality butter and a lot of nice stuff. So follow us on this great adventure.
I'm so excited to see Bogdan again and to show him around Berlin. I discovered this place when I started hosting Romanian wine tastings, and I needed bigger quantities of cheese and, of course, more attractive prices. Every chef knows their own spots in the city where they work, so there's always anxiety prior to arriving at the shopping phase. Will I find the right ingredients? Can I manage with German language? As soon as they see the variety of produce, as well as the prices, they all get super excited and say, okay, next time I don't need to bring sour cream from home. There are actually only 2 downsides to this place. We cannot always find the fish we want, and it is extremely cold. Without a winter jacket in summer, you will literally freeze.
So I felt like I would throw them away, but I was still like wanted to, let her know.
We're going to drop everything at the location and then finally head home for a quiet dinner. We all cannot wait for a breather before the crazy upcoming days. Bogdan is organizing and structuring the last details before we call it a day. We love it here at Zimatic. When I started this dining series, I never thought I'd host chefs in my home, live day and night with people that before were complete strangers. Their trips to Berlin are not only about cooking at our events, but a complete immersion in each other's lives, working, eating, and drinking wine together every day.
We are here.
Nothing would be possible without the support of my husband, always open to my crazy ideas and adventures. He loves cooking as well and uses every opportunity to learn from my guest chefs. Here we have Olivier. Christina and Olivier are already part of the family, and with each Romanian Wine and Dine chapter, we make new memories and add new friends to our lives. Without this human touch, all this effort would probably be meaningless, and these moments are definitely some of my favorite. Chapter 1 of Romanian Wine and Dine seems so far away, and sometimes we cannot believe how far we've come. We managed to bring 4 different chefs to Berlin with different menus and wine pairings, and hosted about 400 curious guests, and we're about to add 150 more to that. Triple that amount to get the total number of hard work and stress hours, and then double that to find out how much joy and sense of accomplishment we get when we see our guests enjoying the flavors we grew up with.
I'm making the unplus list for the day. I'm dividing the tasks by days and by hours, and after that I'm gonna give them a number, and like that we can work super organized.
Nice.
So kitchen is also maths, and kitchen is 90% organizing and unplus, and 10% creativity. So 99 perspiration, 1% inspiration.
First dinner is tomorrow. For Bogdan, it's prep, 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 and prep. My priority is to make sure that he has all he needs and to take care of the logistics for the next couple of days. One of the most striking things about Bogdan is the contrast between the level of sophistication of his food and his simplicity and humbleness. Watching him work is both fascinating and entertaining. His menu is extremely elaborate, and if there is a chance to make something from scratch, he will. We've always hosted kind of a test dinner in Bucharest prior to the dinner, and this is the moment when we actually decide the wine pairing. It's a process that I really enjoy sharing with the chefs, and not only with the chefs but also with friends, so it's a nice moment together. Also my parents join sometimes. The test dinner for Chapter 5 was a 6-hour-long lunch at Bogdan's home in Bucharest, where I was completely taken aback by the complexity of the menu he put together for this project. He loves fermenting and using high-end gastronomy techniques to replicate nature on the plate. He's obsessed with seasonality, and Chapter 5 is a celebration of autumn. After a full day spent prepping, we're back at the location to prep some more. Being in a location like this one with so much space means that we can all work on our tasks and still enjoy the good vibes and connect with each other. My morning was great. I had my acupuncture session.
Nice.
So that I can survive the next day of standing. And then I had a little shock because Christina, our service help, got sick. But I found a replacement, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm now trying to solve out some last minute planning things for the dinners and sending prices for my events for Christmas. And how was your morning, guys?
Super hyped and ready to roar. Yesterday was amazing. It was the first day of prep, and now we're continuing the magic. A lot of things. I'm gonna start with the fabulous Béarnaise ice cream. Michelin dining is all about the prep before. So I'm gonna do about 70 to 80% of the prep on these preliminary days. Plus I have a lot of fermented stuff that took like weeks and weeks. So it's all about time and love. Classic ice cream custard, but it's been infused with pickled tarragon, and it looks amazing. Kind of a signature dish, this pastrami with ice cream. So if Dua Lipa is eating Coke with pickle juice, why can't we eat pastrami with Béarnaise ice cream? This is my signature dish, and thanks to my friends at Kitchen Shop and KitchenAid, I have this wonderful ice cream churning machine, and Olivier filming all the details. He has an amazing lick dance. Follow Pointer 6 for more. smoking some cream with some apricot wood, and we are smoking our vegetarian pastrami made out of beets, fermented beets. And we're using this wonderful smoking gun, and we're also gonna smoke the smântână, the Romanian schmand fermented. Wow, this is really cool. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, we're bringing the mountain, the Carpathian scent to Berlin. And we're gonna just let this infuse with this beautiful smoke, because this is my take on serving our vegetarian guests the same experience, maybe sometimes even better, because they are super special. So this is like a fake pastrami. It's done with the same process as the beef pastrami. Where are my beets? Okay, let's see. It's leaking. The award for the best cling film goes to Germany.
Why?
Because it's not sticky, because it's super recycled. Okay, I love the environmentally friendly approach, but
Tonight is our first event, so it's time to set everything up and create a dining room almost from scratch.
My baby glasses. Getting ready for the aperitivo. So we're gonna have a little standing aperitivo in this area, and people will drink their first glass and eat the cups, the amuse-bouche.
Very nice.
And once they finish, they will leave the glasses here and continue to the next station. And I want to use the opportunity to show the beautiful new art collection. The plates and the cutlery benches were designed together with a friend of mine and former colleague from Architecture University. She switched to pottery and has a small atelier in Bucharest, and we created together these plates with a single burn so that it gets this beautiful texture and the holes, and they have the pointer branding on the back. These were made for the first dinner already, and then for the second chapter we created the cutlery benches. They also have our little logo. And yeah, we really love showcasing Romanian design. It's not so easy to get that in Berlin, so I have everything brought from home. And the tablecloth is also Romanian untreated cotton. So with each dinner there's a little bit of stains that never go away, and that makes it alive. I do the seating for each dinner normally. Because otherwise, depending on when people arrive, they leave empty. They tend to leave empty seats between them, and the groups don't fit. And yeah, we have meat and vegetarian menu, so we need to always make sure the right people are sitting in the right place.
How often do you have to readjust the seating?
There are a lot of people who book as individuals or for two people. And actually, they come as a group of friends. So they arrive and say, "Oh, but actually, we know these guys. Can we sit next to them?" And then the whole table seating has to change. And we print before service. Like I'm gonna show you. We always have a scheme where you see exactly who is vegetarian, who has meat, who has allergies, and so forth. So there's no mistake during service. But yeah, we have to keep calm and make it happen, because it's more important that everybody feels happy. But we've had also groups who came as a group and then were sitting apart, and in the end made amazing friends. And it's really a pleasure for me to see how friendships come out of the table seating at my dinner. And tell all your friends.
to
And,
buy their wine.
and if you don't have yet a Christmas gift, you can buy tickets for chapter 6. We don't have a chef yet, we don't have wine, but
Mystery,
Share,
surprise.
like, spread the love.
Surprise.
My good friend Marie will be helping me with service tonight. Marie and I worked together at Nomi Wine Bar, and we became very close friends over the past 2 years. It is so comforting to know that we can always count on each other, and I already know she will not only stick to the service tasks, but jump in the kitchen and cook together with Bogdan. I'm usually a bundle of nerves in the hours leading to the first dinner. I always try my best to hide it so that it does not impact the rest of the team. And in this situation, it is incredible to be able to look back and see Bogdan fully in control. He has this rare gift of being able to keep his stress to himself, and he even sometimes finds a way to crack a joke in the most intense situations. The second the first guests arrive, I feel I reached the peak of Mount Everest. Finally, they're here. Months of research, problem fixing, and communicating all lead to this. There is something incredibly rewarding about seeing the familiar faces of returning customers, but seeing new ones is just as gratifying as we get to share Romanian food and wine with more and more people in Berlin. One of our guests tonight is Tom, owner of the Zimatic showroom, who brought his parents along. The first dinner is always the most difficult, but everything went as planned. I like to take a few notes of things that can be improved for the next ones, to ask the chef how his first experience was for him, and to align with the whole team.
After party
Nice.
with ketchup. Blasphemy.
Next step is to cool the wines for the next day, pack what needs to go home, and then jump in the car. After a good night's rest, we're back. Tonight we are fully booked, including our 4 exclusive chef's table seats. With the second dinner behind us, I feel a huge sense of relief, happiness, nostalgia, and sadness that the show is over for now. I cannot believe how cool this first chef's table experience has been, that we nailed this new concept for us. I replay conversations I had with the guests, and I am generally so grateful for everything and everybody involved. I am so happy to bring Romanian cuisine and wines as a small but meaningful monthly fine dining pop-up in one of the foodie capitals at the moment. Berlin, Berlin, Berlin.